What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast for Week 14 of the 2019 NFL season. We're going to jump right into it with the Panthers and the Falcons. Now, the Falcons came back again and played like a team that we haven't really recognized throughout the year. It's like off and on with them, but they destroyed the Panthers. Like, they really beat them down. The Panthers were able to get some garbage touchdowns, end of the game, whatever. But the Falcons, it's just a really wild thing to be an NFL football fan, because you just don't know what these players are going to do week to week. It's really, really weird. But ultimately, one of the things that was going on during the Panthers game that had me really shocked was that under the ticker, it was just saying that the Panthers are going to be looking to trade Cam Newton in the offseason. He's expected to be healthy, whatever. And that's all that really resonated with me through the game, because it's going to be a lot of it's going to be crazy next year in the NFL. Because if Cam Newton ends up in the right situation, he may be able to revitalize himself. Based on, like I said, with the Super Bowl, when he didn't jump into the pile for that fumble, that kind of destroyed his reputation. The teammates, you could see that the teammates didn't really believe in him anymore. A lot of different things started to happen. Now, that was my take on it, because I don't care what the situation is. If Tom Brady at 97 years old is willing to jump into a pile, Cam Newton has to be willing to jump into that pile also. And that's what really, changed it for him, in my opinion. But congratulations to the Falcons, bro. You guys are playing for nothing, but you guys are out there balling and just doing whatever you want. Good stuff. The Ravens and the Bills, this was the game of the day. It started off very, very slow. Punt, all kind of stuff until, Lamar Jackson's like, listen, I'm about to play you guys like I'm in my backyard on Christmas Day. Like, you guys suck, and I'm better than you. And that's the way that this guy is playing without saying it. He's very, very humble with his confidence. I love that. But it's not just about being humble. He's aware that people want him to fail, and he's just on top of it. And the coaching staff and everybody around him believes in him so much and are giving him the tools to be successful. That's pretty much what it is. John Harbaugh took a chance when everybody was saying this is not prototypical, and he's going to reap the benefits. And I want him to win the Super Bowl, and I want them to repeat, because I want people to understand, stop doing what everybody else is doing and take a chance. The Bengals and the Browns. All that was going on during this game is all of these headlines that OBJ wants out of Cleveland. He's trying to get other teams to, recruit him. It's just so bad over there. This is like a disgusting win. Like, if you're a Browns fan and you see this win and you watch the game, you have to look at it and be like, yo, this team is terrible. You know what I'm saying? You're passing the ball every snap. Baker Mayfield looks like he's drunk. I don't know what's going on. It's a really wild thing. Let's not forget that the Bengals are 1-12. Like, it's just outrageous. And then their defense is not doing anything. It's just been a real bad situation. But at this point, I think Freddie Kitchens has accepted that he's going to be fired effective immediately. Like, I really feel that he's accepted it, because he doesn't care. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him, bro. He's doing whatever he wants. And like I said, that's the way you should go out. At the end of the day, when you know you're getting fired, you might as well do whatever, because he's going to go there. His key fob is not going to work anymore. And that's going to be the bottom line. Redskins and the Packers. I got to give the Redskins a lot of credit, because they were able to stand and fight through this game with the Packers coming in as, they came in as like the big monster, and were ready to battle it out and all that good stuff. But, the Redskins stood, they held their ground, man. They really held their ground. The Packers look decent, but if you can't beat the Redskins the way you're supposed to, it's not going to be looking good going forward. Dwayne Haskins looks like a very, very average to below average quarterback to me. Just by watching him, I don't know if he needs a little bit more growth in the NFL or whatever, but he doesn't look like he's going to be there very, very long. Just looking at him, you can always tell when somebody's going to be there for a while. I don't really see it. Maybe I'll be wrong. Let's see how it works. But he doesn't really have anything that stands out to me with anything that he's doing, in my opinion. So we'll wait to see how that works out. The Broncos and the Texans. Now, the Texans made some late pushes in the game. But, the dude Drew Lock, bro. Like, look, this is what's interesting about a lot of these NFL teams. They go after names. They went after Fluco, right? Everybody knows Joe Fluco's garbage, but they go after him anyway because he's big, he's prototypical, he's a QB with a big arm, all that crap. Dude sucks. They realize it. They put in a rookie. All right, you know what I'm saying? It's on, it's popping, and it is what it is. Now, I'm going to tell you this really, it's weird that Nick Foles and Flacco, the two names that we've known, are going to not be playing. They're going to probably be backups, or they'll just retire going into next season because they're terrible quarterbacks. And the only thing about Foles that's going to keep him going is that the Eagles fans are going to love him for that Super Bowl. And that's what's so weird, because the guy is a terrible quarterback, but when he's on the Eagles, he's good. It's weird. It just doesn't make any sense, bro, but that's the way it's going to really crumble down to it. But the Texans got embarrassed, and it was something that I didn't really see coming. I don't think anybody saw this coming, but that's what happened. And you gotta just look at it like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes are garbage, and that's it, and just move on. Ultimately, the Texans were supposed to be a team that was supposed to be formidable in the playoffs, but the way that this game rolled out, they got a lot of work to do. The Lions and the Vikings should have actually dominated this game a lot more than the way that it came out right now. I know, this dude Hunter, the youngest player with 50 plus sacks and 50 plus career sacks. You know what's weird about that also? When they paid Hunter, I think that you kind of expected that from DeMarcus Lawrence with the Dallas Cowboys as well. Like, you expected these D linemen are going to go out there and do what they need to do. Bro, D-Law has been just, I don't know what he's doing. Again, the whole Cowboy team is like, what are they not playing for Jason Garrett? Like, what is going on with that team? Because they have some really, really highly paid guys and nobody's doing anything. But that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is the Lions has been a hot mess for a while. Once Matthew Stafford went out, it hasn't been the same. They got to just do what they got to do and try to get ready and healthy for next year. That's the bottom line. 49ers and the Saints, man. Oh my good. Yo, bro. This game right here was outrageous. At first, I thought the Saints were going to take this like with no issue. I was tweeting apologies to the 504 gang, all you guys that want to scream out 504. Then all of a sudden, Garoppolo just started playing like, bruh, Bill Belichick wanted me. Like, I'm better than this. And just started doing whatever he wanted. Look, guys, I can't really explain what happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what, got into them. That dude, bro, George Kittle stiff-armed the life out of like 3 dudes to get into the area for the field goal to win the game, bro. Like, if he's not the best tight end in the game, I don't know who is right now. Physicality, speed, elusiveness, like this dude is just doing whatever he wants. He's a savage, and he's a great run blocker as well. The Saints played very, very hard. There were some calls that were, whatever, tit for tat, whatever, but overall the game was, it was a game where it was hard fought, and it's not going to be remembered as far as penalties. This was just a game that went back and forth, explosive scoring, and at the end of the day, the 49ers won, so congratulations to them. They look really, really wild, man. The Dolphins and the Jets, let's just be honest. I thought the Dolphins won this game with that, when he had a field goal, like, late in the game, and then the Jets comes down, and then they do a field goal, and everybody's happy, but the Jets suck, though, so it's like, what is this all about? Like, these two teams, bro, like, how are they still even getting coverage? Like, I wouldn't even put their games on TV. Like, I'd be like, all right, you know what? Oh, they're playing? All right, cool. Don't worry about it. Like, they're not getting no feeds. Like, these two teams, I don't know what was going on in this game, but it's like, why are they battling it out? And then why is the Dolphins head coach running out trying to, like, attack a ref at the end of the game? It was just a lot of weird stuff that was going on. But I do believe that some of those calls, went in favor, of the Jets late in the game, and that's what caused them to win the game by a field goal. But you running out there like you're a good team. Like, you're expected to lose, dude. Like, go sit down someplace. The Colts and the Buccaneers. This guy, Jameis Winston, what did he have, like 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions? This dude's stat line be wild. But the one thing that I could tell you about him, he's not scared, bro. Like, every week that he plays, there's a chance that he will never, ever play in the league again because the guy throws pick sixes every game. But he just continues to throw the ball. It's hard not to like him because he doesn't care. And that he's trying to win. It's just that he makes very, very bad decisions. Because when he threw that pick six to Darius Leonard, I'm like, bro, the guy literally stood there with his arms open and you just threw it right to him. And then he comes back and just starts throwing dots. Like, he has to be the most annoying person to coach because you know his potential, but then you also know the downside is so much more heavier than the potential. And it's like, am I willing to deal with this and go home and just like drink Pepto-Bismol every night because this guy makes my stomach turn? But he does things like that. I did not expect him to beat the Colts. It is no way, like, I thought the Colts defense would definitely handle business. It didn't happen. It's crazy. I don't know what to say. Like, Jameis Winston, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you play like you want to throw a pick every snap, but somehow you win games. There's nothing else I can say about it. Chargers and the Jags. This is the Chargers team that many people have been expecting. The Jaguars scored, garbage touchdown late, whatever. It doesn't really matter about all that. But I don't, it's just something like the Chargers. Phillip Rivers obviously is going to retire without a Super Bowl ring. He's had his chances. He's lost. The team either, LaDainian Tomlinson was hurt. Like, different things were going on. He just never was able to get over that hump. He never will, because the Chargers, they're cursed. They're definitely cursed, bro. Like, that's the way you got to look at it. Like, Every time they come in with a good defense in the beginning of the season, and then they start giving up 90 points in games, and you're like, okay. And then they just start sucking, and you're like, okay. The Jags, we never really expected anything from them. Once they went out and signed Nick Foles, nobody took them seriously. I told you guys that last year. You sign Nick Foles, you're ready to lose every game. Like that's just pretty much what it is, and that's what we've been able to see. So this kind of loss, obviously Gardner Minshew came back in, and Nick Foles is probably not going to be there, but they're going to still have dead cap going into next year. But it is what it is, man. Both of these teams have been very, very disappointing, and that's the bottom line. The Steelers and the Cardinals. I just want to. Kyler Murray is young, so I'm going to give him a pass for a lot of the turnovers that he had late in this game. But the Cardinals should have won this game. The Cardinals should have won this game easy, also. I just don't understand. Like, he made a lot of throws that, when T.J. Watt picked him up in the end zone, that should, you got to see him right there in that zone coverage, or you got to run. You got to make a better. But he's young, though. He's young, and you got to give him time to grow. Peyton Manning led the league in interceptions his first season. I'm not going that crazy, but there's something special about Kyler Murray. There's something special about him, bro. That dude's mad fast, and he's gonna evolve. And I like him. You see, how I can see that in him? I can see good pointers, but I don't see anything in Dwayne Haskins. That's what I'm saying. It's a shining light on Kyler Murray. Even though his team sucks, there's a shining light. And I believe that young man can do a lot in this league. He just has to get his progressions down and start to make better decisions. He's going to be unbelievable. The Chiefs and the Patriots. First of all, I want to tell you this right now. Tom Brady is faster than Usain Bolt. When he ran for that first down in the fourth, I was like, yo, they're about to win this game. Obviously, they lost, but that's neither here nor there. I want to point out that Mahomes looks hurt the way he's throwing the football. It just looks real, like something's off with that. I'm pretty sure at the end of the season they're gonna tell us that something's going on. He's gonna need something to be done because he doesn't look the same. The Patriots, though, they don't look like the Patriots of old in these big games. You dropping two straight, things are going on that are weird. I don't really know how it's gonna transpire, but they don't have any receivers that are decent other than Edelman, and that's not gonna be enough. And that's pretty much it. The Titans and the Raiders, I didn't expect this, but yo, listen, bro, Ryan Tannehill's a good quarterback. I feel disgusted saying that, but maybe the Dolphins just wasn't for him. This dude is throwing dots all over the place. He started, Derrick Henry doing whatever he wants. The Titans are a dangerous team. They might go into the playoffs and just beat your favorite team in the AFC. They might just jump in there and just beat your favorite team. Ryan Tannehill is playing so well that Mariota probably, they don't want to look at that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and I did not expect that. Maybe a change of scenery is what a lot of these players need. You ever think about that? Because I can't believe it. I'm watching this man play unbelievable. Pass when he's supposed to pass, run when he's supposed to run, making key plays, and I got to give credit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see this. I really just didn't see this happening. The Raiders are doing what we thought, though, taking L's in their file, but that's craziness. He's 6-1 as the start of the season. That's insane. The Seahawks and the Rams. Seahawks got exposed very, very badly by a team that we didn't expect to do anything like this. From the beginning, I want to say also that Todd Gurley looked like he had a little bit more pep in his step, so whatever they did to him to help him get ready, he looks a lot better. The Seahawks were very, very disappointing. They showed that the 49ers are the best team in the NFC West and that they probably won't be what we thought. Russell Wilson, in my opinion, lost the MVP battle in this game, so it looks like it's just all Lamar Jackson right now. Just so everybody knows, point of order, the NFC West with the Seahawks, the Rams, the 49ers, that's going to be craziness that's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? And every time that this goes on, it's going to present more of an issue, for us to know what's going to be happening in the playoffs. So very, very good to see that the Seahawks got exposed. Very, very wild with the way that everything's going to end up, but that's why we watch. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Make sure you download GmiasWorld Podcast on the go. iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Search it. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Have a good one. One love, y'all.